Hello, my friends. So, in episode 1, we basically were just introduced to Beck. They were just on the video for a few minutes, and we didn't really get to hear much from them, but it was still interesting because there were still a handful of red flags that we could kind of pick out. So, after that, the next several videos of Amberlynn's do not include Beck at all, other than just mentions here and there. But in this video, this is sort of in between episode 1 and then the video we're going to watch today. This is kind of the most that Amber talked about Beck in any of those videos. So episode 1 was posted on May 26th, 2017, and this is June 12th, 2017. Let's hear what Amber has to say about Beck before we get into today's video. And just another heads up, this was recorded before Beck changed their name. I will be referring to them as Beck throughout the entire series. If you'd like to like and subscribe, that would literally be hectic. I'm not gonna lie.
Tomorrow I'm gonna see my friends Hannah and Rafe again, so I'm super excited for that. And then the next day, my girlfriend's coming over. I get like super excited. She's gonna spend the whole weekend with me. I am really, really excited. Orange is the New Black comes out on Friday, and that's also our 2-month anniversary, so I'm just like giddy with excitement. Oh, by the way, I was gonna show you the couple of gifts that I got her, and I totally forgot because I think it was yesterday I put all her gifts in the gift bag or whatever.
Of course, Amberlynn has to tell you about something that she bought for Beck.
I totally forgot, so I'm very sorry about that. But yeah, I'm super excited to see her, and we're gonna have a good weekend, so we're gonna watch some Orange is the New Black and just hang out together. It's a joyous time. Like, joyous? Who says that? And I've also noticed that for some reason you guys aren't enjoying my sit-down videos, which I find really weird because I feel like 80% of YouTubers do sit-down videos.
She never has and never will understand the difference between her and all the other YouTubers, right? She just sees other YouTubers sitting down and talking, and she thinks, well, I could do that. She doesn't understand that the stuff they're talking about is interesting, and they have interesting lives, and they have experiences to talk about. Amber does not. Of course, back then, actually back at this point, she had far more to talk about than she does now. But you know what? What do I know? I mean, I say that, but she has made so much money, so I guess people did start liking her sit-down bullshit videos. Okay, so this is episode 2. This was uploaded a month and a half after the last section that we just watched. Now, there are a lot of videos between that one and this one, but none where Beck really makes an appearance. Amber talks about Beck a little bit. They go to Pride.
We finally found a spot to sit, so that's a plus. I got Becky this shirt. I'll like show it to you guys later, but
Again, she has to make sure you know she bought something for Beck.
it's been really fun and really nice. I've enjoyed myself. What's up? Okay, we're literally on the side of the road with a bat.
Okay, so this is Rafe. Now, there's a long story behind the relationship between Beck, Amber, and Rafe. Salty Crab did a great video on it. I'm going to give you a quick little snippet of what happened, but Rafe was good friends with Beck, and then whenever Beck and Amber got together, Rafe and Amber became good friends for a very short time.
I talked to Eric, which if you guys watch the videos, Amberlynn was playing video games with him, and
Sorry to interrupt so quickly, but that reminded me that Amber tried to help Eric start a gaming channel, and so they just sat and played Mario Kart, basically unedited, for like 30 minutes and drank tequila while they were playing. So I'm going to show a clip of that right here.
Yeah, and then whoever loses each round, we have to take a shot of tequila. So we're gonna do that for his channel. So this is Eric. So say hi. Hi. So I'm gonna put his YouTube down below so you guys can, subscribe, watch his videos and all that. So.
And of course, when you click the link on that video, it is no longer available.
I wasn't even paying attention. I literally was just talking. I'm like,
oh my gosh, this is my 3rd one.
yeah, coconut rum.
Ooh, that's good.
Let's do coconut rum. Okay, we're gonna.
So I just thought that was worth just taking a quick detour for. So let's get back to the Rafe video.
I was high. I was tripping pretty hard, and I talked about her because I didn't feel like I knew her. Even though I had spent so much time with her, I didn't feel like I honestly knew Amberlynn, the real Amberlynn. And that's what we were talking about. And he went and ran his mouth, and I said that I didn't like her. She was annoying, that she had things that I didn't like about her personality. And, like, she just has these annoying little tics, like smacking gum, constantly talking about food, and I don't know. It's just sad, because now me and Becky and Hannah, well, of course me and Hannah are fine, but Becky's not talking to us.
And of course, there's a lot more to the story. I just kind of wanted to give you an idea of what was going on before we get to today's actual video, because all this stuff with Rafe happened just a few days before the video we're going to talk about today. So that'll kind of give you an idea of where Amberlynn's mindset is and where Beck's mindset is. Beck just lost a friend because of Amberlynn. Well, mainly because of Eric, honestly, because Eric went and told Amberlynn everything that Rafe said. So if you want more information on the Rafe fallout, this video is obviously by Salty Crab, so go check those out. But for now, let's go ahead and get to the main video for today.
What are you doing, baby? Hey guys! Look at all the fans I met! Hey guys! So as you can see, I have a flippin' intro. Like, what? I am super excited to have an intro. I went on Snapchat and I was like, you guys, I need help, because I was trying to make intros and I was like, I literally suck at this, and I'm gonna be honest, I suck at this. I was like, I need help. You guys can send me your intros and, you know, make me an intro. People actually did, so I got.
And no way on earth she paid them for that. You know, she just basically asked people to work for free for her. And I know they did it just to be nice, but I don't know, man. That just rubs me the wrong way.
So many intros, but this is the one that I chose for this video, and I want to give the person a shout out. Thank you so much, Dakota. They actually have a YouTube channel, so I'm gonna put their.
Oh, they got paid in exposure. Okay, well, as long as they know that going into it, that they're only going to get paid in exposure bucks, then whatever. We're still going to count that red flag because Amber asked for something for free.
YouTube name right here, Dakota. Thank you. You guys go watch his videos.
She's proving to everybody that she can walk, you know, and she's got the wrong shoes.
Becky wanted some apple juice and some cookies, so I walked to the store and got her some. And
It's funny how Amber just never wants anything. You know, Amber has never wanted anything during the entire Beck era. Beck wanted everything. Beck wanted the cookies and the apple juice. Beck wanted the peanut butter Oreos. Beck wants everything.
so I'm gonna try my hardest to start vlogging more for you guys. It's just when I'm around Becky, I kind of put work on the back burner, and I'm gonna try my hardest not to do that, okay?
That was a little sneak shot, right? Clearly trying to show Beck when they didn't know they were being shown.
So we are currently in the movie theater parking lot because we are gonna see, what are they called again?
Oh,
Upon a Wish, right?
Wish Upon.
Wish Upon?
Yeah.
Oh, Wish Upon. And we got here like an hour early, so.
Amber is one of those people that doesn't give a single shit about what you're interested in, you know, and instead of even trying to pretend like she's interested, right? Like, I'm guessing Beck was excited to see this movie because that's why they're going to it. And instead of asking them about it or just even acting like they have a clue, she's like, it's like upon a wish, or what is it? Wish upon, you know, and it just kind of, it comes off as flippant and just completely dismissive of just what Beck is interested in, right? Just the tone of voice when she said, oh, wish upon, you know, I don't know. It just she just has that attitude, a dismissive, I just don't give a shit attitude when it comes to something somebody else is interested in.
I haven't been to the movies actually since my first date with Becky, so that's like crazy. And she's still really shy to go on camera.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you're talking, right?
Yes.
She's so cute, I can't. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Waiting. And it's like super hot, but I kind of like.
Isn't it interesting that Amber recently was like, I had no idea they didn't want to be on camera. But this is the second time Amber put them on camera, or is trying to put them on camera, and they just don't want to be. The first time, they actually said, no, you're not filming, you're not putting this in a video, and Amber did anyway. I absolutely believe that Amber didn't know that they didn't want to be on camera. I just believe she didn't care.
Like low-key feels good. We have the windows down because her AC is kind of rickety rackety. Well, I am actually going.
I'm sorry. Is the chauffeur's car not good enough for you? She's sitting there making fun of Beck's car when Amber has no means of getting around by herself. She depends on Beck and their car, and she has the audacity to talk shit about it.
Going home today, so I have all my stuff gathered. And yeah, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna work on some videos for you guys. Yay, I'm actually kind of excited. Like, I feel like I haven't filmed for YouTube in forever. I just woke up, so my face is a little bit swollen, so don't mind that.
Preoccupation with physical appearance. That's one of those MPD symptoms.
And I am literally wearing the same thing I wore yesterday. I just threw it on right quick, so I really only wore this for dinner and the movie, and then I ended up taking it off when I came back here. So, yeah. Oh, the Twinkie Tord. Are you ready to go home? Oh, yeah? Yeah? Look at her. She's ready. Right by the door, ready. Y'all, look at Becky's backpack, please. It is literally SpongeBob flying on, like, cheeseburger angels. Krabby Patty.
So an argument could be made that this could be a red flag because Amber seems like she might be making fun of Beck, but that backpack is badass. So I'm going to give Beck a green flag because of their awesome taste in stuff. Now, in this moment, Beck is kind of making a joke, but it's clear they are surprised. Like, hey, nice. I like the Ninja Turtle t-shirt too, by the way. but it is clear that they are surprised Amberlynn is filming them. And she just thinks it's so funny. Beck is trying to hide, and then look, and again, Beck is trying not to be confrontational by kind of grinning, but it is clear they are not happy about being on camera, especially while they're brushing their teeth. Nobody wants to be filmed while they're brushing their teeth. Notice Amberlynn is not in the shot when they're brushing their teeth together. And then Amberlynn just giggles. She thinks that's so funny.
Everything is packed and ready to go. Becky is staying at her aunt's tonight and tomorrow, so that's why she has her stuff. Let's go, bye-byes. Come on. Come on. Let's go, bye-byes. Get in. She just got scared because you turned the car on. Come on, baby loves. Gotta pick her up. Such a way to spoil baby. All right.
That was bad timing, but yeah, that's a tough one because Amber will always find a way to point out when Beck does something wrong or when Beck does something that Amber thinks is wrong. But that one, man, I don't know. I'll kind of let that slide because that's exactly what happened. Is Twinkie got scared because the car got turned on. But at the same time, Amber did sort of say it in a way that's like, hey, Twinkie got scared because you turned on the car. Almost like, what are you thinking? Why would you do that kind of thing? When Beck didn't know. Beck was just starting the car. So, like Amber likes to say, we'll just give her a half point for that one.
All right, so I'm gonna do some grocery shopping right quick at the good old Walmart. So I'm getting 2 avocados, a little bag of petite carrots cut and peeled. I'm gonna get 3 of these Jenny O ground turkeys, 90% lean, 10% fat.
So did she talk Beck into taking her by Walmart on the way home? Of course she did.
I'm gonna get a box of these medium shells, 3 cans of chickpeas.
Can you imagine living like that? Can you imagine that no matter what you need to do, you have to find a way to get people to take you places. If you need to go to the grocery store, you have to figure out a way to get there. Or at least at this time. Now she can get stuff delivered. It's not as big a deal. But at that time, her entire life had to revolve around making sure she could find somebody to help her do stuff. And even her significant other at the time, like, they can't just go home. They can't just take her home. They have to take her to Walmart first. You know, it's just, so it was always a caretaker situation. Even if neither of them realized it at the time, that's just kind of what it was. It was caretaker with benefits.
2 cans of mild diced tomatoes and green chilies, 2 things of chicken broth and reduced sodium, 2 things of the sweet Italian style chicken sausage with red and green peppers, 4 things of organic zucchini. Last thing I'm going to be getting are batteries. For some people, this is going to be...
That was so interesting. I'm glad we found out what she got at Walmart. This is the next video. So we're going to pick up kind of in the middle, but the video is called Watch Me Clean. Of course, we're not going to do that, so don't worry. We're just going to watch a second just to see what this is about. But Beck is actually in this, so we'll kind of pick up in the middle here. That vacuum is doing some work, man. How much shit is all over their floor? And I think you're supposed to pick up the big stuff first, right? Those are some big ass chunks, bro. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to pick up the big stuff first. The only time you can suck up those big giant pieces is with a shop vac. She's just destroying her vacuum, picking up all those big, I mean, I don't know what that was, but it was a lot of big stuff. But of course, she's just going to do the laziest thing possible.
Probably like 4 years ago, and I loved the idea, and I think it looks super cute.
Always with the perfume, even back in 2017.
You have to try to guess where this hat is from, and I'll give you 10 seconds. Or you could just pause it, leave your comment below. This is Becky's hat, if you're wondering. And I took a Snapchat with it, and like people were assuming that I wear hats now. I do not wear hats. I just like to steal her hat and put it on my head. I'm about to show you, if you guys know who this is. Steven Universe. So if you guys got that right, then yay. I've actually never seen Steven Universe, but here, you hold it how you want. And then you can vlog me or something.
And I just realized that Amber handed Beck the phone and said, "You can vlog me," or something.
And then you can vlog me or something.
So at this point, it seems like Beck is actually like okay being on camera. Seems like they have given Amber permission to put them on camera. So we'll just kind of see how it goes.
Tell them what we're doing.
We're sitting here.
Oh, my lantern.
I don't know what to say.
All right, so
Their first time saying something on camera, and Amberlynn has to make fun of them, right? Now, if I had somebody who I was dating, or just a friend, anybody who got on camera and didn't know what to say, I would help them out by saying, hey, maybe ask them a question, something like that, to get them going. Or if they were nervous and didn't say anything, or said something or acted kind of in a way that might embarrass them, I wouldn't put it in my video, right? Amberlynn is editing all this, and she leaves that part in, where she makes fun of Beck for the first time they speak on camera.
I'm with Becky right now. She has a physical therapy appointment for her ankle. Her ankle is kind of getting better, but it still hurts, so physical therapy is going to help.
So when Amberlynn says that Beck hurt their ankle, this is what she's talking about.
Becky took maybe 2 steps into a parking lot, and there was a pothole that she did not see, and she stepped in it and fell. She had eggs in her hand, she had milk in her hand, and she had bacon in her hand, and she was just trucking along, you know, like what people normally do, not having to worry about potholes. And next thing you know, she was on the ground, and she was, you could tell she was in really bad pain. So we ended up going to her aunt's house, and we thought, just ice it. It was swollen. We didn't want to have to make her go to the ER. Plus, we were hours away from like her doctor, and because we were visiting her family, so we're just like, we're gonna ice it and see how that feels and whatnot.
I would love to know what Beck says about this experience, because something tells me that Amber was the one that was saying they don't need to go to the doctor.
So it actually did not help at all. It just got more swollen. So we ended up having to take her to the ER. And so we took her to the ER, and it turns out that she messed up a tendon really bad. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Oh gosh. Or a ligament. Actually, I think it's a ligament. I'm really bad with names, but the doctor ended up putting like this cast splint thing type on it, and she has to go on crutches. They even said that, that's harder to heal than even a broken bone. I actually broke my bone when I think I was like 7, 8, 9, one of those ages.
She's got to make sure you know something about her in this story about Beck.
So I was really worried about her because broken bones are horrible. Sprains are horrible. Sometimes sprains even.
I was waiting for that. So the whole time she's telling the story, I was just sitting here thinking, when is she going to talk about herself? She's telling the story of Beck and how they got hurt. And I was like, at some point, Amber is going to say something about herself. And there you go.
Mickey's out there. Here. I have my stuff sitting on top of your car. Here.
It's so weird to me that Amberlynn, when they go do something interesting, like going to Pride or, date nights or whatever, just some kind of activity, she says, oh, I just don't think about vlogging. I forgot about it. I'll try to remember to do that more often. But then she'll come home and vlog this. Like, she just puts her phone and just films herself doing this.
Carry my laptop.
Yeah, I gotta grab the rest of my shit.
Why? What is this?
Yeah, I got my charger. You ready? Yep.
So this is 2017 shelf. So yeah, I mean, the shelf has actually gotten worse. Oh, right. In the in the videos, I'll see if I can find a clip, but in the videos in between episode 1 and this one, she announces that she's doing Weight Watchers again.
Hey guys. Hey guys. Okay, so welcome to day 1 of Weight Watchers. I have done Weight Watchers in the past before, but let's just do this correctly this time.
So just FYI. And we will eventually get to the point where I'm reacting to entire videos again, but at the beginning when they're just starting to date, they don't live together yet. So Beck is not in the videos much.
Yeah, that's what Ricky said. He's like, they're making all these short films in the videos, and I realized.
That voice is Eric, the one that drove a wedge between Rafe and Beck when he went and told Amberlynn everything that Rafe had told him. The one that loves drama and is speculated to be the one that sent Amber the message in her kind of live stream where she was bashing Beck here recently. So that is Eric, of Eric and Ricky fame.
Aaron Jeffries? Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm not feeling very good right now, but before I ended this vlog, I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about something that's been happening in the comments a lot more frequently. As you guys know, sometimes I stay at Becky's for a couple days, and then sometimes she'll stay with me for a couple days, and a lot of people are assuming that I'm just leaving my cats there, which I'm not. I love my fur babies. I have a dog and 2 cats, if you guys don't know.
Rip Rarity.
I love them more than I love myself. They literally mean the world to me, and I know it's super easy for viewers to assume things, especially when I'm not showing me doing something. I did not.
People in comments can say a lot of things, right? But usually when a lot of people start saying the same thing, it's generally because something isn't adding up. People are noticing something, right? A pattern or some kind of behavior that's making them think, hey, is this thing happening? Something prompted those people to say that. When enough people say a thing, that means there's probably at least some truth to it. So her treatment of her pets goes back forever on YouTube. It's always been an issue. So she kind of has a reputation.
I don't want to say this on camera. I didn't want to mention this in a Snapchat or a tweet or even a YouTube video because I didn't feel like I needed to. But since everything is getting so big and people keep assuming things, I just really felt like I needed to clear this up.
Imagine the biggest problem that Amberlynn has to deal with is who's taking care of her pets and talking about that. I'm sure she longs for a simpler time.
I'm actually paying Destiny $100 to watch my cats, Wasabi and Rarity Gray.
Do you believe that? I don't believe that. I think she just made that up because of the comments that she was getting.
I would never in my life leave them alone like that. So I just wanted to clear that up, clear up the whole situation, because a lot of people are like, Amberlynn, are you going to even talk about this? So I figured I would. I know a lot of people are going to be like, $100 is quite a lot, but it's really not. My animals need to be taken care of, and I do bring Twinkie. As you can see, it's a lot easier to bring a dog. It's harder to lug cats around versus a dog. I just want to say, like, my cats are fine, totally being taken care of, and I do pay someone to do that.
You know, and isn't it funny too how most people, even if you know they have a cat and they go do something, generally speaking, people assume that they've got like a person coming by to feed them and just a cat sitter, or, you know, they've got it figured out. But for Amberlynn, if she leaves the house, people immediately are like, bro, I don't think you're taking care of your cats, because she has that much of a reputation of being a terrible pet parent. So this one was actually half of 2 videos because Beck wasn't in a lot of those videos. However, the next video in line is called Hotel Vacation. So, and it's not the one that I reacted to earlier on my channel. This is one that I have not seen before. Should be interesting. This will be their first like full video together, and they're going on a vacation to a hotel. I'm not sure where it is, but I'm sure a hotel vacation will have some red flags with it. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. I appreciate you guys so much. Take care.